A mysterious disappearance unfolds, with suspicions circling around family members.
She didn't go to church. We found blood evidence inside the house, and we believe that she was kidnapped by and targeted by a person that knew her. All right. Now they say that she's sharp as a tack, but she needs to have her medicine. She physical ailments and limited mobility. And there she is, 5'5", 150 pounds, 84 years old, brown hair, blue eyes, and well, her daughter's worth $40 million. All right. So you would think if her daughter's worth $40 million that they would send a note to the daughter, don't you? A ransom note directly to the person that has the money? Or is that just me? Anybody? All right. Let me pull this down and I'm looking at the behind the scenes stuff. There's still nothing. They're still just back there looking. But let's take a look at this next. Savannah Guthrie's sister was the last person to see mom Nancy before she went missing. Sheriff confirms. Oh, let's see what that is about.
It was a possible kidnapping or abduction. The local sheriff said, "I can't think of the last time where in the middle of the night, in someone's bed, an 84-year-old woman disappeared on us." Police revealed to the Los Angeles Times that blood was found in Nancy Guthrie's home in Catalina Foothills outside Tucson. There were also signs of forced entry in her million-dollar house. Nancy Guthrie, age 84, is reportedly sharp as a tack, but has limited mobility and takes daily life-saving medication. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos had this message to the possible kidnapper.
Just call us. Let her go. Just call us. Family would tell you. There's no questions asked here, and the family tells us if she doesn't have those meds, it can become fatal.
DNA evidence is being combed over to identify whose blood was found on the property. Nancy's left-behind cell phone is being probed for clues, and neighbors were asked to check their surveillance cameras. Sister Annie didn't see.
Her sister Annie didn't seem what? Wait, hold on.
Her mom was reported.
I don't know why.
Had dinner on Saturday, January 31st.
Let me go back a little bit, guys, because I'm telling you, Annie is the black sheep, and I looked at her background and her lazy ass husband. And sorry, lazy husband, if you didn't do it, then you still I hope you're not living off of somebody's money here, because everything I've looked at shows me that there was jealousy. And like I said, if you were going to kidnap an 84-year-old woman with a $1 million home that's in Arizona, because $1 million in San Jose doesn't mean shit, but over there it does. Her daughter's worth $40 million. Why didn't they send the ransom note to her? Because that's not what they want. That's why.
Meanwhile, Savannah asked her 2 million Instagram followers for prayers. Raise your prayers with us and believe with us that she will be lifted by them in this very moment. We need you. She ended the post with a plea: bring her home. Savannah was due in Italy on Friday, February 6th for the Winter Olympics opening ceremony, but Page Six can exclusively reveal that she is set to drop out of NBC hosting duties amid this family nightmare.
All right, so that's it. Yeah, that's a great question and a whole other topic.
This month at Zabova Casino Resort,
Sorry, my friends. Okay, so I'm looking at the sister as well, and I see a black sheep, and you're right. It took an hour to call 911, and why didn't they notify about it just, listen, it sounds too much of a hoax or a creation for me for it not to be. Look at the sister. That's Annie and Savannah. There's the black sheep in the family. Okay. And the black sheep, I'm not saying that other than because I think she is. I really do. Savannah's first husband, an ex, is easy walk in the park. Savannah made a comment on her ex first hubby. All right. Thank you, Ryan. Hit that like button. We have 3,524 people in chat. Now listen, Savannah Guthrie, Annie Guthrie's sister, was the last person to see with her mother, Nancy, before she went missing in Arizona, where she lives. Pima County told US Weekly on Monday that Annie, who went to dinner with her mom, Nancy, on Saturday, didn't notice red flags. We saw that earlier, right? And then in this, they were being real specific. They said dinner at 9:30 to 9:45. They said 9:30 several times, and I say they, Thomas said that. Then the wife chimes in with 9:45. Remember, they were both with her. So investigators would back that up to even say 9 or 8:30 p.m. to start looking. Guys, that means that they lied to them, and law enforcement thinks that they're giving them the wrong times. And I'm telling you, law enforcement is saying to go back to even 8:30 or 9, even though the two last people, the daughter and the daughter's husband, say 9:30 to 9:45 because they don't think they're telling the truth. They have their car, they've gone and searched their house, and now they're back searching the mom's house. Okay, so there's another picture with Pima County. There's Annie. All right, that's Annie. That's the sister that I think's involved, who went to dinner with Nancy. And then there's her mother, and she said there was no red flags, and obviously that's Savannah. All right. Law enforcement is not saying anything. They're just saying take a look at the cameras, back it up to 9 or even 8:30. There's the beautiful house that she lived all by herself. And guys, there's cameras out there. I assure you. All right. This 84-year-old woman who's safe in her own, home asleep, and then she's taken. That should never happen, Nanos told US Weekly, adding that Savannah did not raise any concerns about her mom's health prior to the disappearance. Now, Nancy lives alone in the Catalina Foothill home in Tucson. She has physical ailments and mobility issues to prevent her from walking, and it's unlikely that she just wandered off, especially now that they're back at that house at the crime scene. And take a look at this picture, guys, because you're going to probably be seeing Annie a lot more. All right, we're gonna go back to that scene and see if they've picked up anything yet. They're still over there working. I appreciate everyone here. Hit that like button so we can do a giveaway. All right, let's hit play. They're still out there. Look at that. I can go back a little. You just see them walking around doing their thing. People are waiting, people are talking. I don't see much news, but they're still there. There you go. They're still out on the property, guys, and they've went back now. Back and back and back. And it's as loud as it can go, but there's just music, so don't worry about it. A big house AF. Guys, there's lots of cameras in that big house. That's a big AF house. There's the media. You can see in the background. People are taking pictures. I believe more items are coming out. And I want to tell you why this is happening. Because what happens is when somebody in the family does this, they've got to do extra work to make sure that those fingerprints, that blood wasn't from a previous visit. Maybe her daughter had her period over there and they found a tampon. Maybe homeboy cut himself shaving. I don't know. Welcome Lucy Ann to the Crime Crew family. Hit that like button, guys. Yeah, agents are at Annie's house right freaking now. And if anybody has my girl Tiff, if you have a link that you want to send me or whatever about Annie being another suspect, please do. They're all gathered there because we're waiting for law enforcement to tell us what they found. They're calling this the crime scene, and initially they didn't do anything. And yes, we're speculating based on Ashley Banfield's report and the research that I've done today of at least now 16 other media outlets that have verified that Ashley Banfield's source in law enforcement is trustworthy. Okay, so that's what we're doing with, and I've changed in my opinion, this is my channel, my commentary. That's what I'm thinking, Noah. I'm thinking they found something critical and they did not realize that it was that close. They didn't realize that it would be her daughter. But I hope she's alive too, because look at the people. What are they waiting for out there? Clip after clip after clip after clip, guys. I'm telling you, every freaking clip that I'm looking at absolutely says that Annie and her husband are freaking suspects. Even her. They're even starting to name her now. It's especially on day 1, but is it normal to happen approaching day? Annie Guthrie leaving home. See, and Annie, let me show you this too. Well, nothing's really happening. Well, you see, we're going to keep popping back. There's some stuff going on, guys. There's why the crime scene. They're at the sister's house. I'm seeing the sister on an article that I'm looking at behind the scenes, and it's not looking good for her either, right? 35 minutes ago, Annie Guthrie seen leaving her home, guys, with a federal agent. All right. Normally that's day 1 or day 2, but it's day 4, and they're back out there doing this. I mean, come on, guys. A rock. If a rock had a brain, it would be able to tell you. All right. So, yeah, I don't see anything else. If you guys are messaging me, all right, let me pop back off for a second and show you. Well, I mean, I don't want to miss something live, but I also don't want to just give you junk. Let's watch this for a second because it looks like something might be happening. No, it's going to be solved. Listen, guys, let me tell you something. Law enforcement is saying that they have cameras, and even though the Ring camera, guys, was pulled off of the front door, there were cameras in the house that were taken, but they have access to the video. Some of them don't because they recorded over it. All right, now they're taking some of the crime scene off, so they have videos. Some of it was recorded over, and some of it not. Now they say they still think she's alive because of the pacemaker. So what are they doing there right now? What the heck are they doing? And let me show you real quick. I'll hop on here. Something's going down. And like I said, I can see Annie with a federal agent 35 minutes ago leaving her home to go with the FBI. Why her? Was it because she's the last person? What are they doing? I think they found her body in the back. Canine dogs are there. News Nation Live, FBI. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yes. I'm telling you guys, I would never come on here and say this to you guys if I didn't have the evidence. Let me show you this real quick. Hold on. And sorry, I'm still sick. 35 minutes ago, Annie Guthrie, and I've been following Illinois for a while, seen leaving her home with a federal agent. Is it normal to interview family on day 1, day 2, even day 4? There's an FBI agent right there. You see her badge? You see her? All right. Something's going down, guys. Something's going down fishy. I'm hoping someone saw something. Boxes of evidence have been taken. Okay, we're going back on. They're doing the check, guys. All right. So right now, investigators are putting crimes. This is what they're doing now. Brian Anton said so. I saw this, but we're live right now. The FBI and Sheriff's Department are back at Nancy's house after reporters walked all over the property yesterday because the sheriff no longer considered it a crime scene. Now they do. And police and what appear to be feds showed up at Nancy's house, and that's what we're watching right now. So, we're coming back on. Hold on. Let's bring this down. Remove this and get her back on here, guys. I don't know what kind of breaking news we have, but we got something coming up here. All right. She's starting to. Now, they did a mic check for her, so we're going to wait and see what happens, but something's going on, and they're ready. Now, this one is Nancy. Okay, here we go. Shit. Hold on, guys. I dropped my drink. It's okay.
Did she say? Oh, she did. Sorry, Olivia.
Sorry, guys.
Olivia, I don't have my IFB in when I thought I did, so whatever you said to me. Yes, please.
All right, what's going down? Why they got her? They said mic check. Come on, I'll keep talking, you guys. I'm getting excited too. I'm like, what? Something's happening there. They're about to report on. It's been a long day already because they're waiting. All right. You dropped yours. I dropped my Red Bull, guys. Buy me a coffee instead of a Red Bull. How about that? Underneath the ground and the birds in the air. You're absolutely welcome. You guys know my situation with Mama Pearl, and you know how much I love my mom and how close I am to her. And I could never imagine this happening to my mom. I know her routine, and I tell her, please fix it. I am on Fox News, but Victoria, if you could send me, if you want to send me something live, guys, You want to say she's alive?